Hey Samsung, come back. The camera industry's not so bad. Sure, there's not a lot of money to be made. The virus has shut down a lot of the production facilities. You will likely go bankrupt because of your return, but come on. There's fun times over here. We need a better camera. I have tested tens of cameras in my lifetime, and to this day, nothing comes close to the glorious hand detection autofocus of a Samsung camera. Oh, it didn't do it. Did we fix it? I think we, oh god damn. Today, let's see if I can get Samsung to re-enter the camera industry, take down Sony in the crossfires, and pee on Canon's doorstep. They'll do it.
All I want is the perfect camera. All I want is the perfect camera.
So first things first, I have a bunch of cameras here. I got the full frame Canon EOS R with their best lens right now, the 15-35. That's sitting on a shelf under a carpet. I swept it under there. I got the Panasonic GH5S with the glorious 10-bit made of chocolate, donated by Marcus Pix. Where the hell did he go? What the hell happened, Marcus? I think I sapped his will to live with the vlogging talk. He was a budding photographer and he's like, oh, all right, let's do this, guys. Let's go take pictures. And then I vlogged everybody to death. I'm sorry, photographers. It's hard to watch. Stacy, that's a nice skirt you have there. Put your hand on your hip, lean your right hip towards me, but then look away as if the nerd in high school that asked you out is there asking you out again and you're about to refuse him. Give me that look. My flash sync speed was off. I only lit up the rat that was sneaking behind you. I just dropped my camera. Oh no. I had the Fuji XT4 in here and I swear, I hand to flatter Santa. I prefer it. I prefer this over the Eterna profile. I don't know what it is about this image. I think it's green looking too. It's not even good, but it's glorious. Pleasing. The only problem I face before we get into my plea to Samsung is the autofocus is a little jumpy for no reason. Why are you focusing on my hands right now? It's on face detection. I thought I had a life hack. If you tap on the back of the screen, it tracks you. But sometimes that tracking box will leap onto a mother F. It'll leap. This camera was released in 2014, and it competes with the Fuji XT4 that's not even out yet. The A6600 back in 2019, it's better. In my opinion, the color-wise, what did Samsung do to the color science world? The skin tones. I could have a rash covering 60% of my face, and Samsung would hug it and lick it better like an aloe plant. And the autofocus. It tracks you. It tracks you. Although it does tend to focus on your ear. But the Koreans, they're a musical bunch, and so the ears are very important to them. They hear the soul. Even though the image is tinted a little green, I think, I don't mind it. I like it. I prefer it. I'm part of the Shrek colony of saviors in the planet. This lens has changed my whole perception of time and space. It's a 16-50 f2 to f2.8. That's phenomenal. Even, what are we at right now? We're at like 23. I could widen it out a notch. We could be doing this. We could have the wide shot. Everything's in focus. Fun times. It's not that fun. Not that fun. I'm the only one having fun here. Zoom all the way in. Oh my god. For a different look, you know what I'm thinking? The audio is not as good now. That's what I'm thinking. I zoom it to like 23 mils and then it's f2.2 right before it hits 2.5. So we're good to go. I don't remember what I was talking about. It'll come to me. The lens, fantastic. I used to think fast prime was the way to go. I'm changing my tune. This is fun. To zoom in, you can change the look of your show. That better not have jumped off me. Do you stay on me? Swear to God. This lens is one of the best zooms on earth for tone. Compared to this, the Canon 24-240 f like what, 91? F91 to F98 IS. I'm about to do some math, harder than you've ever mathed in your life. 2 times 1.5, I already entered 0 for no reason. Oh, this couldn't have gone worse. F3 to 4.2, that zoom. This is a 4 to 6.3. It's beat, it's smaller, and faster tone. It's also stabilized. It is a little heavy, it's heavier than an Afghani tank, but you can hold it. It's like a mini tank. And you will need chiropractic care into your 70s and beyond, but still, it's possible. Don't focus on this, Samsung. Resist it. It's perfect. Samsung is the only company that can compete and beat Sony at sensor technology. They got like nanocells. No, I don't understand it. I don't even know what it means. It sounds smart, doesn't it? So let's talk about it. They're tiny things in there. And the pixels, they've found a way to make more megapixels but less. They combined pixels and their autofocus time of flight. It's not in here, but in their smartphones, they give you Barbie skin. Time of flight. It doesn't take long to fly, and they know that. It just zips right to you. Best autofocus, better than phase detection. Panasonic, when will you wake up? Can you even imagine what they'd be doing right now? This sensor from 2014 was obviously already made back in like 2011 and put into this camera. Imagine they actually made a new one. They were already leading the way at 28 megapixels. It took till now for Canon to catch up with the 30 and surpass, but Canon's 30 is like a normal person's 15. I don't know what they do. That Canon is soft as rainbows. It just makes me look so soft, even with the sharpening up. I don't get it. User error for sure, but compared to the GH5S, you're licking soft serve. I just can't even fathom the future, the potential future of Samsung. 2014, imagine, some camera companies release an update every year, but conservatively every 2 years. We would be filming right now on the NX4. 3 versions later, filming 8K for sure, better dynamic range of a cinema camera, 15 times its size, the autofocus time of flight sensor, a different color array is no longer RGB. It's like pink, green, sapphire, gold. And those are our new colors, and they form a pyramid of beauty. They would have had IBIS for sure, like the magnet trains of Japan, but in a camera, and it would glide anywhere you wanted it to go. It would be a double track, quadruple track. I did a vlog with this camera, and it was just lens stabilization. They already had the digital in there, and it worked pretty good. It was acceptable, even though it was heavy as shit and I was weak, still weak. I eat mangoes for a living. Don't focus on it. Please don't do it. Don't do it, Samsung. Resist the urge. Oh, you're amazing. Oh, it fixed itself. In my opinion, for wide-angle lenses, lens stabe is better than the IBIS, because there's no freaky warpy shit, and it does look a little more natural, even though it's kind of shaky still. It's a natural shake, the handheld shake. When you're into the warpy shake, you're like, where am I? I keep dreaming about 6 years of technological advancements from Samsung, the leading tech industry of Madagascar. Those South Koreans are disciplined. They got dictators and stuff. Just like, okay, don't buy the oranges. We're not allowed to buy oranges now. Okay, I'll just sit here. I'll stare at oranges and imagine them into my mind, into my mouth, with my mind. I can do that. I'm powerful. And then that guy makes a camera? Are you kidding me right now? I know you had a boardroom meeting about all this. You better share it with us. Alright fellas, NX1 has been dropped. It's like a mic drop, only a lot more damage was done. We should probably follow up on it by leaving the industry forever. What do you think? I don't know that that's the plan. This is the best camera ever made. We're 15 years ahead of the competition due to our Pluto technology. Let's make another one next year. The truth is, I'm afraid, Franzen. We made the best camera ever made. How do we live up to those standards? I can't be judged again. Not like my childhood spelling bee, where I spelled Louisiana with a P. I still feel that pain. Don't be so hard on yourself, boss. I thought there was a P in there for sure. There has to be. I've seen it. You're loyal, Franzen, but you're misguided this time. I was wrong, and I can't be wrong again. We get out of the industry, we just focus on smartphones that radiate people's genitals. That's how we will control this population. What about that geek, Camera Conspiracies, in his living room making videos like a scrub? What's he gonna do? You know no company could ever release the camera we could. For him. Let's do it for him. He doesn't fully utilize what he already has, so he's asking for things he doesn't even need. It's kind of embarrassing, his whole thing, but we'll make it. Let's make it. I kind of want to get new lenses for this thing. They're impossible to find. I want that fisheye, the 10mm. We could make that work. Little fisheye correction. Probably better than any GoPro we've ever seen. And they had another one, a faster one. I forget if it's 45mm f1.4 or something like that. Imagine that thing on here. You can't even imagine. Anyone who's ever shot with this camera knows Samsung had something special. They struck magic. And then they left us and it hurt. It really did hurt. I almost bought that NX500. The flip-up screen had no mic jack. That was the only thing preventing me from it. I wish I bought it. So Samsung, please, find a way to come back to us. Reach in there. It's in there. It's not the most money profitable sector in your company. It made sense. But you'll make money, but you'll bring joy to losers around the world. Photographers. Shoots 15 frames per second for you geeks that spray things. Maybe a good shot came. I wasn't aiming at anything. You're a loser. So I'm gonna leave, take the poll. Do you wish Samsung to come back? Should have put that at the beginning. Shit. Nobody's watching now. They've already clicked off at my stupidness. I made too many stupid jokes. I do that sometimes. So what? The autofocus would never latch onto my hand, so it doesn't matter. Wow. So, I'm gonna leave. Thanks for buying a Camera Conspiracies t-shirt. It's in the laundry. Subscribe for more videos and I'll see you in the next. The autofocus. Look at that tone. It's a lot of tone. It's even more tone. It has ear detection autofocus. Do you have that? You don't?